Guys, welcome back to the FITAID Morning Show here at the 2018 CrossFit Games. I am very excited to announce these two gentlemen who have not only kept my hands safe, but keep hundreds of athletes safe, even thousands of athletes' hands safe year after year. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Tell us a little bit about how the company came about. Like, how were you like, oh, my hands are getting really torn up, I can't handle this?
Well, thanks for having us, Kenny.
Pleasure.
I think the most important thing is we've been selling grips since 2015.
Okay.
So we're just over 3 years. And Nate and myself are both active CrossFitters, and I've got baby hands. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I can tell.
Those things
those
are
are
smooth,
sweet.
right?
A lot of moisturizer in those things.
No doubt. So I would rip every single time. Yeah. And Nate and myself both have a background in medical sales, and we had a little bit of experience selling some stuff online. One day, we're sitting in my garage just after a workout, and we're like, we can make these things better. Because every time they would rip, they would tear apart.
Yeah. What were you guys using before that?
Just generic grips.
Okay.
You know, which there's
like those tape ones?
Not necessarily the tape ones, but they have like a black strap. Just
okay.
A white piece with a couple little squares on
okay.
it. Just super generic, and they would tear apart, they would fall apart. And so we came up with the idea to just try to make a better product. Drew some stuff up, sent it out to some manufacturers, and eventually got them online, created a website, and they kind of just took off. Our first order was for 500 pairs of grips. They were gone like that.
Give me a little background. How'd you get the word out?
Yeah, you know, that's probably the toughest thing is that, you know, now we're looking at this like, okay, we probably have something here. Now how do we move this thing forward and create a brand and start a business with it? And it's kind of been a learning curve ever since. We're always learning. But one of the things we focused on was, one, how to market online, and then two, influencers. And we were lucky enough, we had a gentleman by the name of Nick Urankar, who was in our backyard, and one of our
coaches. Good guy to know in this world.
Right? Yeah. And one of our coaches at our gym knew him really well. And was like, hey, you need to go out there, tell him you know me, stop in, have him take a look at your grips. So I popped in there, and he looked at it, and he's like, these are really nice. He goes, but you need to make a couple of these adjustments. Okay. And so we got those taken care of right away.
So give us a little feedback as to, like, I mean, because obviously he's CrossFitting all the time. What are some adjustments he would give you guys on a grip? Like, what the hell does he know about grips? You know?
Yeah, the simple things like buckle placement.
Okay.
The buckle on the outside of the wrist, so whenever you're up there on the rig and you're doing work, it's not digging in and pinching into the wrist. Just a couple little things that we didn't even think about because we're not doing it at such a high level of volume that he is. And so we made those adjustments, came back to him. He didn't think we'd come back to him, but we came back to him, and he's like, these are awesome. Let's move forward with them. And ever since that, he jumped on board. We continued to learn the marketing piece on the online presence, and it's been great. So.
What's funny to me is, you guys have been in this game for a while. I mean, how long have you guys been doing CrossFit?
Been doing CrossFit myself for about six and a half years. Yeah.
I'm going on 5.
Yeah. So, in the beginning when I started doing it, I mean, maybe 7, 8, 9 years I've been doing this now, and it's so cool to see so many companies now not only become CrossFit companies, but they're major companies. And a lot of people watching this at home want to kind of understand how you go from one of these normal CrossFit companies. We've seen it with Perfect Bar, we've seen it with RX. How do you go from being, a household name amongst CrossFitters to a worldwide brand? Because you guys are at this point, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the main thing with that is relationships, getting to know people in the game. We show up at all the major events throughout the country. Next year we're going to hit a couple of the global events as well, but it's showing up and being seen and really taking care of our customers. We got a team back home in our warehouse and our infrastructure that really handles the customer's needs. If people have issues, we take care of it. And that's the way we do it. And I think that builds up a name for ourselves. We stand behind our stuff 100%. We continue to add new products and innovate all the time. And we're here at these big events, talking with people, hanging out, meeting athletes, and meeting people like yourself that just, are influencers within the game and know what we need to do.
So what's next? What are you guys looking forward to? What's on the agenda? I feel like the CrossFit season kind of comes to an end with the games. Everybody goes dark till about January when Wadapalooza starts up again. What do you guys got coming up?
I think that's actually when we can actually focus and really try to grow and really take what we're doing now and expand on it, right? So we'll start thinking about games next year, right? We'll start thinking about Wadapalooza, but this will actually give us some time to really dive into the business, which we haven't been able to do for the last 3 months because of regionals, open regionals and games.
It's your busy season.
Yeah.
You guys are like accountants.
Exactly. So now we're actually going to be able to think about what we can do, what we want to do, where we want to go, things like new products, and just try to evolve from there. So it's what we do.
We got Granite Games.
When is that?
In September.
Okay.
So it's like a month, and then Miami. We don't miss that one.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. And where can everybody find you guys? You know, what's the website? Give us a IG handle.
Yeah, we're BEARKomplex.com, and that's complex with a K.
There we go. And listen, if you want a set of baby hands like this, get yourself a set of BEAR Komplex.
That's it.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the FITAID YouTube channel, now's your chance. Do it right now. Check it out. We got a lot of great content up there, from Sarah Sigmundsdottir to stuff at the games to Q&As with some of the best people in the business. Check it out. Grab yourself a FITAID and keep smiling.